All right, let's quickly take a look at the sponsor for the evening. Shout outs to Deadeye VR. You know, I've seen a lot of bloody knuckles from the people in the community playing this game, right? So, you know, you got to protect those hands at all times. Stationary or room scale, Deadeye's got you covered, man. Full wrist support, an elastic controller band to keep that thing locked in, optional finger slots for total button control, and 1-inch padding to keep those hands safe no matter if you're training, sparring, or just throwing down with the homies. Please hit the link in the description below and use RSVR5 for 5% off your order. Every purchase helps the channel and helps us support the boxers in future events. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get it on to the next battle. Of the tape, we got Jackmon in the blue corner, taking on Diaz in the red corner. Both of these fighters are going to be fighting in stationary. Jackmon representing the United States, fighting by way of North America East. Diaz representing the EU. I'm not sure where he's from, but representing the EU. This is a good old classic American Civil War type battle. It's a revolutionary battle, if you ask me. 5'6" on the height of Jackmon, 5'9" on the height of Diaz. Jackmon with a monster elo here, fighting in that over 2,500 league. Diaz looking pretty good though, 2001 to 2,500 himself. And as we always say, styles make fights, not elo. And let's see if these two boxers have the style to take it all the way home in this 6-round absolute slugfest.
I think there is a good chance of it. I got my money on Jackmon. Supa, I'm willing to put fake money, real money, pride, prestige behind it. I think
early
the
calls.
Ringside veterans are going to take this tournament.
Okay, but Diaz out with the thunder. Tesco, are you going for the hometown hero? Or are you crossing the pond and going for Jackmon?
I gotta stay here, man. I gotta stay for Diaz.
Ooh, we've got a bit of a battle on our hands. And already, man, I'm going to go with Jackmon. I believe in the hands. But Diaz is coming out here looking very spicy, giving his all. Now, mind you, this is 6 rounds. Diaz is burning hot and heavy. If Jackmon can weather it, will endurance be a factor? Will we see Diaz slow down to Jackmon's pace? We got to find out.
I don't think he will.
Now, here's the thing, right? 6 rounds, I don't think he can keep that up for the whole match, right? Like, this is like, you know, he's already had 2 matches. He's going to be, you know, he's been throwing a high volume of shots. Your arms are going to get tired. You're just not going to be able to keep that pace, or you're not going to be able to keep the guard up as tight, right? Like, we've seen that be the other side effect of, you know, getting tired is those hands start to drop and that face opens up.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, big
Just
clobbering
like
left hook. That man hit you with the Naruto believe it punch. The overhand that'll change your life. Look at this replay, guys. Smack bang right there. Oh my God. Now what's crazy is, as much as Diaz has been bringing the heat, dropping the fireworks, Jackmon has been landing some serious counter shots. He's hurt Diaz a couple of times in this fight, first round already, and has set himself up with a comfortable enough lead. He can manage to weather a knockdown or two from Diaz, and Diaz still has to put out a lot of effort to match what Jackmon has been doing.
And I think that this is kind of just goes to show maybe this whole tournament has been a little bit of an example of, right, like volume and, you know, spam, so to speak, has power, but it does not beat having like precise, effective punches, right? We've seen time and time again, the ones who excel in most of these matches are the ones not just who can throw like 100 punches, but can throw the punches that are always going to hit the spots, always going to maximize the damage. You know, always coming in with good form.
Oh my God. I mean, I agree with you 100%, Solly. And the crazy part about it is we've talked to the development team here, Thrill of the Fight 2, and they said the reason why they kind of lowered the anti-spam and took away a lot of those offensive modes and things like that is because they believed a lot in the body effort system. Because you have to exert so much in your technique, right? If you have that kind of volume, you've earned it, right? It's a way to reward you for having that high stamina. But man, you gotta really give it your all, and it's allowing for one hell of a fight here. We are seeing it on a huge display here in the first round.
And now, that one going to Jackmon.
Yeah, easy.
You know, Tesco, what's your thought? What does Diaz have to do in round 2 to come back? Right, because he's got one move so far. Do you think he can ride that all the way to the end, or do you think we're going to need to see some major adjustments?
I want to move to America.
I believe they call that a turncoat,
No, I mean, like, it can work. Like, the whole hook spam thing, it can work, but he's obviously got a way to get around it, as he's shown straight away with a knockdown. But yeah, I think Diaz, if he can keep it up the whole fight, I think he'll definitely tire out Jackmon. So I think if he can survive to at least round 4 or 5, I think he might be able to pull out a TKO in either the 5th or 6th, maybe. But I mean, it's obviously high hopes for that.
High hopes indeed.
No, I can see that, and also like in 6 rounds, right? Like it does take a mental tax to just keep up the guard, even if it has to be a simple one, right? To just do it for, for up to 18 minutes. It's just a lot to wear on you, and no one stays. We've seen even in that round, right? Like even Killer Cam, who we like consider to be on the top level, no one stays perfect, right? Anyone can get got. You just have to, be patient and take your opportunities when you get them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's all about timing, man. Like if you can figure out the timing of your opponent and their pattern of throwing punches, you really will excel, and it will help you with the stamina in the long run because you know when you need to throw your shots, you know when you need to counter, so you're not just going in blind, Oof.
Speaking of blind, man, Jackmon's about to blind Diaz with all these punches. I mean, the great part about what Jackmon is doing, he's staying just out of range of Diaz, right? He's letting him throw those punches, tire himself out, and right there at the end of his barrage, that's when Jackmon comes in and pieces him up. And Jackmon has been very accurate with those counter shots, that left landing right there on the button on Diaz.
No, you pointed out super well, right? Right, he's just making those hooks eat air. And at that point, it doesn't matter how many you throw. That's just, you're only hurting yourself.
Yeah, Jackmon's keeping very good distance, when the second Diaz comes in to try to get that barrage of hooks coming in, he's out and he's landing his own barrage of hooks and, making just Diaz miss.
100%, bro. 100%. Like this is one of those things where it's like the emotional damage also takes a toll too. Like especially we've seen it a lot when you're throwing those punches. Ooh, there we go. Diaz now turning up the fire, got Jackmon on the back foot. But yeah, so when you're missing those punches, man, you're already tired because you're practically missing every punch you throw, right?
Yeah,
but when you don't see that visual feedback, you don't get that satisfaction to at least know that you hit the guy, it's going to weigh on you even more, man. And even that just leads to more erratic movement, more frustration. And then you start seeing the flashbangs as Diaz is seeing right now, and it just starts weighing on you heavy, man.
You say it all the time, emotional damage. It's real and it is heavy.
Emotional damage.
It's heavy in fighting games, and it's even heavier in VR fighting games because it's not like you were just hitting a bunch of buttons. Like you put in effort. Like you said, you missed all those punches just to miss all those punches.
Right. Such a poetic way to say it. That's exactly what it is, bro. 17 seconds left in this round, guys. And with 17 seconds, Diaz pulls it out the bag.
Let's go, Diaz. Come on, mate.
Yeah, now Tesco's back now. He's like, yo, let's go.
Bring it home. Bring it home for the team biscuits.
Man, and who would have thought, man, the EU boxers had such a great showing here in this tournament overall. I mean, Tesco, you had a great run. Diaz now bringing it home for the crown, you know what I'm saying? Out here for the Union Jack, you know what I mean? Bringing it home for the homies.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, I wish it wasn't such a big ping issue, man, because it'd be so much better. But unfortunately, ping sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. It just depends on like the player to player. Because if both players have a good ping, you're completely fine. Like I fought Clint, he's NA West, I'm EU. You think I ain't gonna fucking work, but it did. So I don't know if Bodie had bad internet on his side, or not. But yeah, either way, it is what it is. But hopefully one day. Because I will be moving to America either next year or the year after, so if we're still here and Ringside's still around, I'm gonna be in the NA leagues, boys.
Well, look, we're gonna be around here, man. If you move to the U.S.,
Switcheroo.
move to NA East, man. Move to Atlanta somewhere, bro.
Yeah, I'll be going to, if I do move, it's gonna be Massachusetts.
Okay. All right,
Oh, nice.
Massachusetts. Yeah, you'll be closer to Solly then, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think
Well,
close
you better
enough.
sleep with one eye open then, sorry,
I
mate.
mean, not that close. It's still like 8 hours plus from Philly, but it's close enough. Anything on the East Coast, in the Northeast,
Hey,
is
you're at least
not
on the
that
West
far
Coast
from
that
each
matter.
other.
You know what I'm saying? East side. But
Yeah,
we're back here, round number 3,
the
guys.
mates all up and down.
We got to jump back in here, round number 3. Let's lock in. Diaz actually showing some life here. A lot of predictions coming in. The Jackmon would kind of like take this out to the fences all the way in the 6th round, but Diaz not looking to want to give up. He's fighting through the pain. Man, Jackmon is just landing those big left hands.
I love what he was doing there. He just got him into the corner. He's taken away his ability to escape, and he's just beating him down, not getting in there overly aggressive because he knows the hook combo is spamming or is coming, but he's just going to be right there, you know, at the max range. Beautiful shot.
Yo,
move to America again.
You would think that the counter hit system is still in the game by the way this man out here is playing, dog. You would think.
So about supporting the EU.
Yeah. How we looking right now?
Oh shit.
Man, this man.
They still got a puncher's chance.
He does. And
Yeah,
he is a puncher.
I mean, it's literally back and forth. You know, Jackmon first, Diaz second.
Yeah.
Still could be either or this round. So.
100%. Definitely too early to celebrate. Definitely too early to call it. Diaz is a puncher, you know, and Jackmon is a boxer, right? And so this is a philosophical, Jackmon is really fighting for more than the United States right now. He's fighting for the IRL boxer, the technique guys, right? He's fighting for the people who want to throw jabs and look for counters and, you know what I'm saying, work on their defense. And Diaz is out here saying, screw that. I will pierce the heavens on all of y'all with these hooks. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need, baby. Left and the right ones.
The Dragon Ball Z, the JoJo fans, the One Piece fans, the people who are say I can throw the Gatling punches.
Yeah, the muda baby.
Muda.
The muda. You know what I'm saying? The you know what I mean?
Oh, the iconic. Dude,
all the
punching
iconics.
A tank to death. Where was that during the Tank Davis fight? We needed that shot.
The horas. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? Oh, and now we're just looking like it's an exhibition fight. I think at this point these guys are just now having fun.
Man, I don't blame them.
That's what you gotta do.
I do not blame them. You got to make it interesting somehow. You know, with stationary, you can't expect perfect anything because they can't control proper form at all. But you will expect that from room skill because you have complete control over everything. So, there's
Scott saying they're both just throwing haymakers.
So.
Oh God, Diaz hurt again. He can't keep fighting like this. He's got to be careful. Oh!
Yeah, there it is. Jackmon with the efficiency.
No.
Jackmon. We're going to throw a warning for you guy. That is a clear warning. We see you taunting like that again. We're going to take away a point. I hope you heard us. Be careful with that. All that taunting stuff. You got to calm down now. Keep it classy. Don't let me turn to a true uncle out here. Get up on my chair.
Might have to go take a ganja at the rules, bro, because there's an MMA.
That's a clear warning. We see another taunt like that. That's going to be an immediate point deduction. Scott in the chat saying,
yeah, I mean, it's like you're allowed to not like someone's form, but you got to keep it professional here. Like,
yeah,
you bully him after the fight if you want, but not when you're in the fight.
No, 100%. 100%. That is on 100% clear violation. If we see another taunt like that, we're deducting a point immediately from that round.
Well, yeah, 2 knockdowns. You fucking help it. Oh shit.
All right, round number 4 underway here. 3 more minutes on the clock. Now it's back and forth, just like you said, Tesco. Right? You got Jackmon, then you got Diaz. Now we're back to Jackmon. Diaz has got the evens. You know what I'm saying? Jackmon has got the odds. Diaz really needs a good round here to stay in this fight comfortably. You know, and you know, we could ask all day, you know, and analyze what do we think Diaz could do to change the gameplay up. But you know, sometimes you go with the game plan that God has given you, right? And if it's the left hook and the right hook, you got to dig even more, man. You got to believe in the hook that believes in you. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, if the hooks to the head don't work, hook to the body. You know what I'm saying? And then hook back to the head. Oh, now we out here slugging it out.
Body still works.
Yeah. The body still works, man. You know what I'm saying? The body still works.
That's the problem with
V5, but it works.
He definitely does have to, get into the right idea of hitting the body or the head, because like that's the thing about the hook spam combo, right? The upside of using different combos is that they're actually there to hit different openings. So Jackmon is never leaving, the same openings twice. He knows he just needs to, like, you do it all the time, right, Super? Like when I'm doing my hook moves or my Dempsey roll, you're just like, all right, I'm just going to rhythm guard it, right? Boom, 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 boom.
You throw those two lefts and then I get messed up.
Yeah, just an FYI, Diaz did just get a warning from the in-game ref about his head being low. So maybe keep an eye out on his head being so low.
Yeah.
Looking down so much.
Honestly, if it's to the point where the in-game ref calls that, I think we can definitely count that as a warning from ringside as well.
I will agree with that one as well. Because the in-game ref is so lenient. The in-game ref is so lenient. If he calls it, it's a call, bro.
Exactly. If you're at the point where the in-game ref is telling you bring your head up, and the only times I've ever heard pick your head up is when you have your headset off, you know you're doing something wrong, bro.
100%. But right now, Diaz in a world of hurt, and down goes Diaz. I mean, it doesn't even matter. He's not going to need any help at this point, bro. I mean, Jackmon.
Any chance I can fill in for Diaz?
I mean, even if you tagged in at this point, bro, I don't think you could make up the deficit. You know what I mean?
Round 1 KO.
Nah, 100%. Jackmon is doing it. If you notice really close, I mean, looking at it, Jackmon is literally just sitting directly outside of the zone. Diaz is like, he'll get to a certain point and he triggers the multi-hooks. And then Jackmon just says, you know what, I'll let you throw 2 or 3. And then as soon as you get the left, right, bang, that left just like there comes over the top, and it's been working for him over all night.
All night, indeed. And that's the thing, right? Like Diaz is kind of hoping on just luck at this point, and Jackmon making mistakes. Jackmon is creating his openings and making, those knockdowns happen.
Ooh. Speaking of Lady Luck. Speaking of Lady Luck.
Listen, you throw enough hands there, blind squirrel finds a nut twice, broken clock is wrong twice a day.
Yeah, and every dog has his day, bro. We got the idioms for all of that. Look, you throw enough of them. And Diaz is throwing out the hope and a prayer. He fighting like, who he fighting like? He fighting like Rocky. You know what I'm saying? When he get real beat up and he just starts slugging those hooks, you know what I'm saying?
He's just slugging.
And just slugging it away,
I
bro.
respect it.
Look, hey, if it works, it works. I'm not knocking it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it at all. Like I said, if it works, this is a fight at the end of the day. And sometimes when a fight happens, sometimes all that technique goes out the window and you just got to land the hands, But there's 2 more rounds left. The fatigue now definitely setting in. We can definitely tell that Diaz has slowed down, right? And so is Jackmon, but Jackmon's kind of slowing down in a bit more of a reserved way, right? Keeping his hands up. We're not seeing his defense sacrifice at all. We are starting to see Diaz become more open after those hooks that he throws. So I wonder if Jackmon's going to be able to capitalize even more on those counter hits.
He should be able to. I mean, he's only getting a better sensing from the, of the rhythm and the flow of this match, right? Like, he knows what's coming. It's going to be left hook, right hook.
Oh! Jackmon makes the fatal mistake of standing and banging with Diaz. That's what Diaz wants. He wants to drag Jackmon into a slugfest. He wants to get him in that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He wants to give him the good old Star Platinum, right, and bulldoze his way through this round. Now, he's already started really early. He's going to look to press the advantage here. And if he can, then it'd be such an upset if Jackmon gets bulldozed over at this moment. Jackmon's got to stay sharp. Pausa in the chat saying should have ducked.
Have a turning point here. Should have ducked, bro. I think he had time.
Should have ducked. Hey, if you can dodge a hook, you can dodge anything.
Bro just got ding 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 out.
Diaz now
steaming body liver shots there.
Diaz still looking hurt here. Jackmon looking to capitalize on Diaz getting that stun. Big damage coming in. Diaz in a world of hurt.
Both fighters are starting to slow down a little bit here.
Like a lot of people in the chat right now saying, keep your distance, Jack. Keep your distance.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do if he wants to win this.
Diaz is still dangerous all the way till the end, bro. Like, you cannot count out this man's, you know what I'm saying? APB promotions. Yeah, bro, just hit me up in the Discord, bro.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, this is the kind of stand. It's like a runaway lawnmower. It's like, it's not complicated, but if you're not careful, you will die.
Yeah, you definitely gonna lose you gonna lose a digit,
lose a limb or something.
Yeah. So shout outs to Pig Jaw. I hope he's okay for real. And right now, Jackmon.
He actually sliced his finger off.
Yeah,
Like,
I think he split open his like almost sliced the whole finger off. Like, I think that was the nature of the damage there. But back into this action though, a lot of the chat weighing in right now. They're saying their chat's being about as vocal as the virtual chat here in this ring. Everybody is so worried for Jackmon right now. Don't fall into pride. Don't stand and bang. Keep boxing. Keep your hands up. You know, a lot of the chat is pulling for Jackmon to win right now. But Diaz and Tesco working for the EU fighters, still hoping against hope, looking for the one-punch power of Diaz to pull through.
And now here's the thing I'm seeing. I think he's getting tired, right? Like, at the start of the round is when he's most dangerous because he's got a little bit of time to catch his breath, you know, relax the arms and hit, like, you know, a 5-hook combo within like 2 seconds. But, you know, as the round goes on, you can see he doesn't have the speed, and that's really what he needs the most of, you know, to get knockdowns from it.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. That we saw it in that last round. It was a firefight, man. 5, 6, 7 rapid hooks coming out before you can even blink, you're already down, right? Diaz looking for the blitz, but the blitz is short-lived, right? Both boxers here, 6 rounds. This is the championship round. This was going to be make or break. At this moment right now, Solly, it's where Jackmon makes a crucial mistake because he's tired and Diaz gets the knockdown, and Diaz is looking for that TKO, right? But Diaz only has so much stamina, like you've pointed out, right? So what do you do in this situation if you're Diaz, right? Do you go for the gusto? Do you just put it all on the line, or you try in the last 6 rounds, six hour here to try to maybe reserve a little energy, man? What would you do?
Would be crazy if you started to, you know, show an entirely different boxing style at this late stage. I think he's committed to, you know, riding this through to the end. And I don't know if this is going to, you know, be the way that he succeeds, but, you know, it's I've been proven wrong in some of these rounds, proven right in others. So we're just going to have to see, right?
100%. Tesco, how you feeling about this 6th round, Diaz's chances?
I think he has a good chance to at least try and get a good last round in, to be honest. I mean, I can't see him winning unless he gets a KO. So I think he's going to need to pull it out the bag here.
Oh, absolutely. Looking at the chat right now, Jay says, Jackmon, keep those hands up when Diaz is tired. Go for the weak points. I mean, a lot of people are saying the same thing, man. Afro Samurai saying, I'd bait Diaz into something and let him come forward and keep your hands up and wait for that counter. And honestly, that's what Jackmon's been doing for when he gets a lot of success here. Jackmon has been very comfortable in staying just outside, just enough range to be threatening, right? To force a reaction out of Diaz, backing up off the gas and then coming in with the counter left. That's been his strategy all night. For everybody asking how they can compete in this, I got some details for you after this match. We got about 1 minute and 47 seconds left in this championship round. Diaz swinging with all the heart and all the might, trying to go for the gusto. Is this going to be one last barrage coming in from Diaz? Man, Jackmon landing those solid counter hits, though, not being deterred, not even being threatened by the volume. It's like the fangs have been taken out of the monster Diaz.
And that's the thing, like, if you've encountered that, if you weather out that storm enough times, right, you're not afraid of it. And part of the, you know, effect of volume is that, like, people get overwhelmed by it, they panic, and they leave openings. As long as you just stay consistent, find your own opening, you'll win those exchanges more often than you think.
Yeah, This has been an absolute masterclass for a lot of those folks who say, you know, hook spamming is tough, it's difficult. Dang, big bang. Ooh.
Oh
And there we go. That's exactly what the chat wanted to see. Keeping his hands up the whole way through, keeping that cross guard up, and then as soon as those hands drop, bang, bang, the 1-2 blasting down there, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Now, this is how you deal with hook spam, guys. The developers have said this when we had a conversation with them. You know, if somebody's throwing a lot of that volume, you got to be defensive. You got to actually, you know, outbox the man. And this is what we're seeing from Jackmon right now. Full complete package here, both offense, defense. He's keeping the footwork. He's been cutting off the ring. He's been doing everything he can to minimize the effectiveness of the massive hooks. The Muda Muda has fallen today. 10 seconds left in this round. Not going to be enough time for Diaz to work. And there we go. There we go. They're just going to stand and bang. He's going to give
it.
He's going to give Diaz the knockdown he wants.
Jackmon, no.
Here it is.
Oh,
watching the
invited his own
replay.
doom.
And you see Diaz saying, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I was about here.
That was a
What
fun
an
way to
ending
end it.
indeed. What an ending indeed. And there we have it. Jackmon taking the championship round. 10-8 going to Jackmon in the first round. Diaz coming back 10-8 again, just like we saw. Very good start. But then it was Jackmon, all the way through 10-7, 10-9. Diaz coming back with a 10-8. And even when Jackmon gave him that knockdown, a 10-9 for a grand total of 56-53. Jackmon with a total of 5 knockdowns to Diaz's 4. And then looking there, what a championship round, almost matching Killer Cam in damage. 10,320 damage to 8,066 damage for your winner. Out of the blue corner, Jackmon! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our very first stationary champion, Jackmon.